Hi guys, I guess I better take the hat off. Y'all know who I am. This is Mathew Parkinson, Dragon's Breath Forge. Thank you.
No problem.
For having us
Thanks
out
for coming.
today. We've been walking around and playing around in your shop here. We're going to show you lots of great stuff coming up in just a few minutes. Tell me, how long have you been here and when did you all start?
We started the shop, it was the three of us, Peter Schwartzberg, Jamie Lindell, and myself. We started in 2005, and we had another shop across town in Oakville. And we were there for about 4 or 5 years, and then moved into this building and this facility in 2011, I believe. So about 6 years after that, and we've been here since. So about 10 years we've been in this building, and we were doing some ironwork, fencing and railing and gates. And when Peter decided to leave the company, moved to Hawaii, Jamie and I decided not to continue that. So the two of us just do knives and swords now.
Wow.
And luckily we've been fairly successful at that.
Well, let me tell you folks, I've seen the knives, I've seen the swords. They're amazing. Among the best I've seen anywhere.
Thank you.
Especially the swords. Very, very cool. I'd love to have...
There's not a lot of people who do them, and we take it pretty seriously. We're doing stuff that a lot of other places just can't do because they don't have the facility. We like pushing envelopes. Jamie's been doing a lot of work with mosaic Damascus on swords and doing a lot of Indian-inspired talwars and kondas and really interesting stuff you don't see in the sword market in America very often. I tend to focus more on medieval stuff, just where my interest lies.
Yeah.
But I've been moving more towards like adding modern pattern welding to period pieces. Like I have documentation of original swords, and Jordan Lamont and I did a collaboration where we based a sword on a period piece that I documented in the Met, and did it all in like mosaic Damascus and set like sapphires and rubies and like themed the whole thing like good and evil, bad, like fire and ice. And then like the whole idea was like it was this period form but a modern interpretation of it. It was a cool sword.
So what are the chances of us getting a sword in our store?
Probably pretty good.
All right, you heard it here, right? You got to come by the store. You got to check out the sword, unless someone buys it. Then you won't be able to. We'll have to get another one. That's all there is to it. Who all works here now with you? Who's the team?
Past members of the shop have been, like I said, Jamie, Peter, and I started it. Michael Coffey became a partner for several years. He moved on to greater things. When he left, Mareko Mamasi moved from the West Coast to be out here, and he was here about 2 years. Mareko was a huge influence on the shop. I don't know if anyone's familiar with his work. He's an amazing chef's knife maker who does just incredible pattern welding, and he really influenced the three of us in how to look at pattern, how to change pattern, how to manipulate pattern. Really shifted the way we think about pattern welding. Unfortunately, he has a little baby, and his whole family and his wife's whole family was on the West Coast. Yeah. So eventually, that pulled them back to it's just too hard for a little one. So
sure,
he had to do what was right for his family and leave the shop. So he moved back there. About the same time, Peter moved his whole family to Hawaii. Poor guy. So we were left with just Jamie and I in the shop. We took on a few renters, and then in the last year, Matt Berry joined the shop. Matt's a Fortune Fire champion. He just retired from a corporate job and realized he wanted to start doing swords full time, and he does some just absolutely incredible swords. Does a lot of like gem setting and castings and like really intricate bronze castings on his hilt work. Very, very high level work. And when he went to go full time, realized he couldn't run a business out of his house. So he joined us. So now he has the best of both worlds. He has a house and not a zoning commission.
Yeah. It's a nightmare. Try to run a forge out of a house.
Well, and then we have a very, very well equipped shop here. So
yeah,
it was like an instant upgrade for him.
Excellent. Well, Forge and Fire has had a huge influence on our business.
Definitely.
And it's done some great things for us. You were there right in the beginning, weren't you?
I was on the first episode.
We're going to show you all a more in-depth view of what goes on here in your forge. We're going to forge a knife today. We're going to play around and look at all the equipment and do all those things that you all want to see. Really show what you do here at Dragon's Breath Forge. I'm honored to be here. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to get some of your swords and some of the knives from all of you into the store where our customers can actually come by and purchase them. This quality of work is something you just don't see every day, and it's just not available for most folks to actually take a look at and then buy.
You don't generally see the level of work that we do without going to a knife show.
Yeah.
Blade show or Arkansas Custom Knife Show or one of the bigger ones.
Well, we'd be honored to have it in our store. So hopefully we can buy some of the stuff, bring it there to Midland, Texas, or you can find us online too. Do me a favor though, before we go on and we show everybody all this stuff in here, could you hit the thumbs up down below? And over in the corner, you'll see subscribe. I think that corner is subscribe, isn't it?
Follow.
Over there. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and select all, and that'll notify you when our next video is coming out again. Also, if you'd like to see other videos like this, or you have recommendations on knife makers or knife companies, manufacturing companies that you'd like to see on this channel, well, by all means, make a comment down below and let me know. If you love me, you hate me, don't care, just let me know down below in the comments. That helps us with the algorithm, and YouTube will recommend us more, so help us out a little bit. What do you say we go run around the shop a little bit and have some fun?
Play with knives.
Play with knives. Mathew?
Pleasure, man.
It's a pleasure. It was all mine. Really appreciate you having us out today. I hope you all like it. Remember, make a comment below if you did. Make a comment below if you don't. You love him, you hate me, we don't really care.
Check out our website. We also have a Patreon.
Devin, what is your website?
Website's dragonsbreathforge.com. Patreon is Dragon's Breath Forge.
You'll be able to buy some of his work over at Bear Claw Knife and Shear. We'll get in as much as we can. Meanwhile, you can buy directly from them and you're going to get the very best of knives and swords that really can be found here in the States or really anywhere in the world. If you want the top-notch stuff, if you want real, this is where you get it. I'm just thrilled to be here. Thank you again.
Cheers.
From Bear Claw Knife and Shear and Dragon's Breath Forge, till next time.